We are back on Fight News Now, and a few programming notes for this weekend. We will be premiering our latest toe-to-toe chat as John Ramdeen sits down with former Pride middleweight champion Wanderlei Silva for a half-hour look at his career. That's happening at 8 p.m. and then Sunday afternoon at 2 Eastern, it's Infusion Live featuring Andy Sauer, and all of the action is live on Fight Network. Now it's time for The Shift. This week, Ubisoft released Far Cry 4 on all major platforms as the first-person shooter is expected to be one of the major releases heading into the holiday season, and we'll now take a further look at the latest installment to the Far Cry series.
This was supposed to be, well, not this. We have a party waiting for you.
When you think about Far Cry, we wanted to build this fish out of water story. I get on a plane, I get on a boat, I go to this exotic location, and I have an experience that maybe I've never had before. Not everybody has the opportunity to take a year off of their life.
Get up, boy. I recognize those eyes anywhere.
So when we went to Far Cry 4, we said, how do we take you to a new location, but how do we make it so that it's a little bit different from the standpoint of people there know you. You're already a celebrity.
But just a moment, I want to get a little picture right into the camera. There we are.
The interesting thing about Far Cry is that the star of the show is the anecdote factory. The idea that you can make the story your way so that your experience is unique and intimate and your own. Far Cry is not about playing the game properly. It's about playing the game the way you want to play it and having the freedom and the opportunity to play it that way, and then the surprise when the world kind of bites back. You get to the first valley and you go, whoa, okay, this is huge. This is going to take me hours and hours. And you get to the second valley and you go, oh my God. You get to the third valley and you realize that the world opens up and you realize that it's as big as you want it to be. For me, I think the biggest add is obviously co-op in the open world. We want to make sure that we give you all kinds of new tools, all kinds of new opportunities. And when you add that with co-op, it just sort of increases that fractal of fun. If you feel like there's something else out there, if you feel like there's been an opportunity that you've maybe missed for adventure, if you've never had the chance to take a year of your life off, if you've never gotten on a plane, you've never bought that ticket and said, this is for me, I'm going to go and do this, that's Far Cry.
You don't text for help, you cry for help.
Help!
You mean it, boy.
Help!
From your diaphragm!
Help!
Shh, 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 shh. Now we listen. Nothing. I'm afraid they're not coming for you, buddy.
And before we wrap up another edition of the show, it's time for our weekly viral video where we are batting 1,000 when it comes to idiot representation. In this segment, let's see if we hit another home run.
So, Will, I've been doing this 15 years and finally I get to see Batman and Robin take on Spider-Man. And nice mobility from Spider-Man. I mean, I noticed he was at a disadvantage initially because he didn't have his web shooters. He wasn't allowed those, which I think is a bit unfair given the circumstances that he's against two of them.
I think he's doing very well. He's damaging one of them, which is a good
took
idea.
A big knee there, Will. And Robin doesn't want any more. Robin's off. He's gone. He's had enough. So, and it's all over. And I think
Spider-Man's got to be the winner, isn't he?
I didn't mind that one, to be honest. And that is all for us this week on Fight News Now. I want to thank all of our guests, including George St-Pierre and John Jones. Don't miss Wanderlei Silva on Toe-to-Toe this Friday night at 8 p.m. Eastern with John Ramdeen. I'll be back with the MMA Report this Thursday with Cub Swanson and Joseph Benavidez joining me. You can catch that at FightNetwork.com in the podcast section. For John Ramdeen, Robin Black, and the Fight Network crew, I'm John Pollock. We'll speak to you next week.